Hey, hey,
How's it going,
what is
guys?
what is going on? What's up, Bill? All right. Hello. Nice to meet you. Welcome. Nick, correct?
Correct.
All right. Hey, all right. Well, great. Alina will be on in a moment. We'll have some people from the sales team come in and yeah, we're excited to hear about your journey with us so far. So
Cool.
let's do it. Um, yeah, Alina was just messaging me a moment ago, so should be ready to rock and roll. Where are you based, Nick? Where do you live?
Houston, Texas.
Hey. Love Texas. I live up north, but we got a worldwide team here. So, all right. Hey, what's up, Alina? How you doing? Good to see you.
Great. Thank you so much. How are you guys?
Excellent. We're basically
Amazing.
ready to go. Jake and Tommy are both out recovering right now, so I think we're good to just dive in.
Cool. Lovely. So, hi, Nick. Good morning, and thank you so much for joining us today. We're really excited to have you here. And just overall, I'm going to ask you a few quick questions to ask you about experience, how it's been, how your time been with us. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, is recording? Yeah, recording is up. Lovely. So, could you please share with us overall what do you do, how you help clients, and what results do you help them to achieve?
Yeah, I got two sides of the business that I have. I have two companies. One's an online nutrition coaching company. We help people lose about 25 to 35 pounds of body fat within 6 months. And then I also own an online coaches coaching business company. And so we help online nutrition coaches grow and scale their business leveraging software. So like white labeled, high level.
Cool, love that. Could you please share with us, so point A and point B, because you already shared it within competition and it's insane, like literally starting from scratch and achieving like 10K plus in revenue, going viral. So all this transformation, maybe in terms of leads, sales, so what was different, how you were able to achieve it, and any numbers you can share with us.
Yeah, for sure. So the first thing, basically, I started off with only focusing on our online nutrition coaching company. We didn't have an organic side, a pipeline to the business. We only did affiliate outreach. So we partner with gyms and run their nutrition services for them. And so we wanted to open up this other pipeline now that we got this thing really dialed in. And so we really haven't had a presence on social media in the first place. We've grown followers just from the attention that we have from affiliates. And so basically we were starting from scratch, maybe posting once a month, right? And so basically the biggest thing is whenever I got on their initial sales calls, I forgot who it was, right? I told them from the very get-go, I was like, the money's cool, it'll come with time. But what I need to learn is the process. I want to learn how I can repeatedly scale this so I could expand it across what I do as the whole, right? In terms of like all my companies. And so really that was the biggest thing from the very get-go is I just wanted to learn what works and why it works, like learn like the global big strategy and then figure out the tactics within. And that's really where we lean into Kate for, right? It was to implement the tactics, the application, right? But like I've been around social media, been around marketing, and didn't really fully understand. I can conceptualize like what's going on, obviously, right? It's very tried and true, like timeless marketing strategies, like generate leads, nurture leads, and then basically get them to sell and close the sell, right? But obviously, there's a lot smaller, intricate pieces that I didn't fully understand, like why they worked and how to improve them on the organic side inside Instagram. And so basically, like literally just stepping back and looking at the data, right? Like that was the biggest thing for me is actually understanding what's going on inside the dashboard of the Instagram account and how to adjust each one of those numbers, right? And so basically, like the first 90 days for so we just like renewed like last month, I believe. The first 90 days, I told Kate, I was like, I just need to get consistent with posting. Like that's the first thing is how can I get content going out, right? And then as soon as we were able to like get content going out, so I have my team help me with content, like my coaches. And so they're required to post a piece of content per coach every single week. And so just getting them on board first, like the hardest part, like the first 30 days was getting them bought in, right? Once they were bought in, now we can actually start to look at the data and figure, okay, how do we drive up views, which is kind of like your strategy, right? That Kate was talking about, okay, we need to get views to this rate before we can go on to step two, right? And so once we got there, we could kind of like figure out like why this works and how it's working. And then from there, obviously we've been able to get a little more dialed in with like our lead generation part of the system, like understanding in our audience. We just launched our first lead magnet actually 2 weeks ago, right? That reel, it's at 2.2 million right now, and it has about 600 opt-ins to that lead magnet. right? And it was literally just being patient to understand really what the audience wanted and how to provide a lot of value that they would actually like want in general. And so really that's really been it. Like obviously still learning a lot, right? Like we understand a very like small piece of this component right now. But I think like overall, like super happy and satisfied with the rate of learning, right? Like I've been doing this side or doing this for almost 10 years, right? Not really focusing so much on
Mhm.
Instagram, but just spending the past 90 days, like just like hyper focused on it, like it made a huge difference for me, right? Like I literally told my team, I was like, everything else is going on the back burner for right now. Like we're going all in on just organic reels. That's it. Social media. That's it. Everything else, distraction, get rid of it, throw it out your mind. You know what I mean? Like we just need to figure out this one thing. And so
Mhm.
really that's been it.
That's insane. And so originally when you joined, you had like around 2K followers, and right now you're almost at 10K, right?
Correct.
For the campaign account. Cool. That's insane. And then in terms of revenue, so the numbers we have are probably outdated then. So you
Yeah.
mentioned previously for the competition, you had like 100 leads and then you made 14K. So what was the last numbers for maybe like the last week, mid-April?
Yeah. Right now we're 18.5 total.
So 80, oh, sorry, 18.5K in revenue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, this is insane. So this is amazing result, obviously, like without having any leads, without having any traction and posting once a month to focusing fully on organic side and posting. So this is insane. And it takes a lot of willpower to actually stay consistent, to actually power through those 90 days and keep going and keep growing. So this is a great case for all the clients who are starting right now.
Yeah.
Next one is maybe their main like 3 points that you learned. So what are the 3 maybe techniques or lessons or any insights that you got that allowed you to achieve those results, or maybe to switch your mindset, to switch your approach?
Yeah. I think the first one is the biggest one that I've already really harped on from the very beginning, right? Is like the outcomes are great, like they will come, but they'll only be a byproduct of implementing the tactics in the way that y'all laid them out, right? And so like that was the first thing is literally just following exactly what's being told to a T, right? If it doesn't work, it's not because I didn't try, right? That was literally my like the way my perspective going into things. I'm just gonna do exactly everything I'm told as I'm told because they're the experts, right? Just kind of like put that humble hat on. Um, Second thing was being relentless with that. Like that's the next thing is showing up and doing it because it needs to be done, right? There's times where like, oh shit, it's like 10 p.m. I haven't posted a reel today, right? Like I better go post a reel, like even before I go to bed. Like it doesn't matter. Like it just needed to get that work done. And then the next thing was obviously it's just being coachable. Like there's all the great modules and stuff, which I think they're really good, right? The information, the value provided them tells you exactly what you need to do, right? But having access to Kate, where I can kind of like sift through that much faster and she can look at the information and be like, this is the module that you need to focus on. Basically, that was the only thing that I would go do, right? I would shut everything off and I would just focus on exactly what she told me to go implement on. Once that was
Mhm.
executed, I'd bring it back and she'd be like, okay, cool. This is the next thing. Right. And so like just having like the laser focus and having somebody to guide you on the right thing to focus on at the right time. Right. Rather than just being overwhelmed with, oh, I need to be focused on hooks like this and get distracted on social media when you see this going viral. You know, it's like, no, you just got to focus on what you need to focus on.
Yeah, exactly. Sticking to the strategy is like the hardest part, especially when you have like, oh, the other creator is going viral. I might as well just copy that. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's great advice.
Yeah.
Cool. And so you mentioned the support. So could you please elaborate a little bit on your experience? So you had calls, you had the chat support. Maybe
Yeah.
what was the most valuable in terms of like turnaround time or
Yeah.
depth on calls? So any feedback on that?
Scheduling a call with Kate whenever I need it. Like literally that's it. Like I'm the kind of person where like you tell me what to do, I'm gonna go do it, you know? So like my style is like, hey, like just give me instructions and I can follow them. Like that's no big deal. Like we all know how to follow instructions, right? But being able to get direct access either in the Telegram chat or through a Zoom call like this, like almost immediately, right? Like that's what ultimately saved me a lot of time of having to like go figure it all out, go through all the modules, figure out what I missed, you know? And so really just having that kind of support has been invaluable to me. Like that's something I value a lot is like time and attention, right? And so like just doing that has saved me what I would say years of learning.
Love it. But also previously you mentioned you were like on social media for 10 years. So why did you decide to start now? So like, well, why now is the best time?
Yeah, just in our market and our industry, like we've already got really good at partnering with brick and mortars in person, right? So the affiliate model, JV model, like we got really good with going to people and utilizing their audience, right? And we never really took the time to build up our own organic audience. And so it became a constraint in our business, right? If we really wanted to expand out and grow, well, that was the best way to do it, right? Because we had to do outbound to go to all these other brick and mortars. Well, why not leverage organic too to get more inbound coming in as well? Right. And so having these two pipelines well functioning, like I think it's just like sky's the limit at that point. So it's like literally it just took us time, right, to build up this whole system over here before we could focus over here.
Cool. Amazing. And have you ever tried using like ads or any other like shout outs, any other techniques to boost your post? Like, did it work? Was it effective?
Yeah, we've tried running paid ads in the past. Like a few years back, we hired an agency to run paid ads. Not much success. It was just a waste of money. We just burned money because there was no actual strategy behind it, right? Like we didn't understand how the funnel fully worked. We were just paying somebody to get us eyeballs, right? But I think one of the biggest difference here is understanding the entire pipeline, like from point A, not just to point B to getting the attention, but all the way to point Z to closing the sale. And then even after closing the sale, right? Product fulfillment, right? That matters just as much, if not more. And so really like that was the big game changer, really, is just understanding how everything works as a system rather than a singular function of the machine.
Lovely. And then just the last part for me. So could you please share maybe any concerns or any like objections you had before joining? So what helped you to make the decision? What's maybe kind of sold you on the program?
The biggest selling thing is experience, right? For me, like I want to know that the person that I'm going to be learning from, the people that I'm going to be learning from, they're like in the trenches, like they've not only done it themselves, right, but they've helped others do it as well. I think that's the biggest thing for me is just knowing that the people that I'm learning from, they're at least 3 steps ahead of me, right? Is they're doing things beyond me that I can learn from faster. That's it. Other than that, like I have no problem like investing my time, my attention, my money into anything as long as I know that the people I'm going to be working with, we have similar values, same goals, you know what I mean? Same mission, those kinds of things.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, that's pretty much it from my side. Thank you so much for all the details. Like was super valuable.
Yeah.
So guys, if you have any questions, you can
Yeah,
unmute yourself.
I got a question for you, Nick. So one thing, thanks for sharing all this with us. And two is in the sales process,
Mhm.
what was that like for you from your perspective in terms of like opting in, getting the messages, doing this?
Yeah.
I don't know who you spoke with exactly, but yeah, how was that for you?
No, it was smooth. The follow-up's very quick, very thorough. The sales conversation went great. Like I thought the whole process, the experience just felt really good in general. Like I've worked with other programs, mentors, lots of them. And literally there's been times where I've hired 5K, 10K coaches to work for a certain period of time, signed up on a Friday, didn't hear anything until Monday. And that right there, I called him back. It's like, hey, we're not doing business, right? Go ahead and refund me my money, right? Like if I cut you a big check on on Friday, I should probably hear something by at least in the day or the next day at the very most. You know what I mean? And so just that in itself, like it meant everything to me. That already told me like y'all care about what y'all do and how you do it and how you execute it. And so like that made the biggest difference for me, right? But other than that, like I think the whole experience was great, right? Everything from as soon as you opt in, obviously you get the automated DMs, then you get the text from the sales rep, and then I believe it might be a setter, I don't know, and then just all the follow up on the call, right? Like it was very thorough. I think whoever was this, I don't forgot the sales guy. He was Asian, I believe. I don't remember his name.
Probably Jake, yeah.
Yeah, he was really cool, right? I told him from the get-go, I was like, dude, like let's just like get through all the BS, right? You don't need to sell me. I'm already sold, right? Just just tell me these key things and that's it. And then let's go. I'm ready to do this.
Cool. That's great. That's great. I mean, Alina, you asked such good questions. Like I really don't have anything else from my perspective. I know Bill, CJ, Charlie, anything from you guys?
Yeah, I've got something, Nick, if you don't mind. When you said that Jake cut through all the BS and got straight to it, on your end, what was straight to it for you?
Yeah, because obviously he's trying to dig on the pain for a little bit of making money, right? Like that ultimately, that's what y'all are selling. Y'all want us to make money using organic leads, right? I said, hey, money's cool. I care more about knowledge, way cooler than money to me, right? And so basically, I was saying like, doesn't matter the cost. Like, stop trying to. He was trying to ask like, how much revenue do you want me to make in 90 days, or what's your goal? I told him like, money is not the thing that I'm looking to buy right now. I'm looking to buy wisdom, experience, and knowledge. That's it. The money will happen. I just need to learn the skill first. That's it. Right. And I think after I told that, it's like, okay, cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like,
Okay. Brilliant.
yeah, that was literally it. Like that was the BS, trying to sell the dream result rather than the actual me. I love the systems, right? Like,
Thanks. Yeah. Brilliant. Thank you.
yeah.
Yeah, I have one question. You may have already answered it. Not a big morning person, so I might have spaced out. And I hope I didn't. But like your first 30 days, what was like? Did you start seeing results really rapidly? Because I remember you said a couple times things didn't work out, and you like just trust the process.
Mhm.
Could you maybe elaborate a little bit like that? Like how did the first 30 days go for you?
Yeah, in terms of just like, if we're talking like outcomes, like views going up, engagement, leads coming in, no, that was like stagnant. Right?
But were
Yeah.
you starting to get more engagement on any of your posts? Were you starting to get more followers? I mean, were you starting to see like, okay, something's working, just not sure what? Like, what was the
Yeah.
overall experience
And
for
so
you?
to me, the outcome that I was focused on the first 30 days is getting my team bought in. And so that was the thing
Okay.
that I was measuring. Like, could they come up with their own reel and make it decent enough where I could post it on our business platform, right?
Mhm.
Without me having to tell them what to do. Like that was what I was measuring as the outcome first.
Okay.
So we would post on social media. Sure, we're probably getting close to like our followers and views, maybe a comment here or there. Nothing really too crazy in terms of the overall engagement or inbound or even outbound leads. Like I didn't even focus on doing like an engagement funnel, like outreach, right? I just need to get my team bought in and get them consistent first. Like I knew that was the big constraint. If I ultimately want to scale this, like I didn't want to post all the content, right? I don't have the time or the energy for that. And so like that was the outcome that I was measuring, is their confidence in executing this system. And so yes, that went up.
And when did you start seeing traction, and what was the main key thing? Was it like did a post go viral, or was it like what do you think was the main thing that you're like, oh man, this is really working? Wow.
Yeah, so I think it was probably like around the 45 to 60 day-ish mark, somewhere in that time frame. We had one reel basically do like 20K, right? 20K views,
Nice.
which is more than we've ever done. Like we've done like 5K, 6K, off like a 2.5K account, you know? And so we thought like that was really good. Like our first activation point was get the 3 to 5K views, right? Consistently. And so having that one just kind of break above that barrier, it kind of gave the team a little bit of hope, like they were doing something right. Right. And really having them see that they were doing something right was the big difference, because now they were more bought in. Right. They actually approached their content with a little bit more enthusiasm at that point. Right. And then like shortly after, 3 days later, we had one do 90K, and then it was like 100K. And then the average was around like 50K, you know, and it just took I think it took that little bit of spark to give them that sense of hope. That was it.
Awesome, man. Thanks for sharing. I guess their confidence level went up, and then so did yours, and you're like, boom, everything just snowballed from there. Cool.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
Thanks for sharing.
Brilliant.
Cool, love that. So I think we kind of asked all the questions. Thank you so much again for your time and the morning slot, for waking up maybe a little earlier today. So once again, no, okay, we are super happy to have you in the program. Obviously, this is just the start, so I'm super excited to see you hit the 50K in revenue and then 100. So 6 figures would be the next bigger goal, and I know that you can easily do that. So good luck. I'll be following your progress, and thank you so much again. We'll upload this interview on the platform so other people will be able to see you, follow you, and yeah, becoming a star student.
Yeah.
Congrats, Nick. Go crush it.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Nick. Take care. Bye.
Thanks for your time, mate. Bye.